Ooh, doggy. What's going on, everybody? I hope and pray everybody's doing phenomenally well. I'm so excited to be here with y'all and chat with you again on another video. And I wanted to do a video on, can you wholesale properties with renters in place? So if this is your first time tuning in to the channel, welcome. I'm Clifford, the Cowboy Closer. Go ahead and subscribe, turn on those notifications. I am just sharing all of my tips, tricks, strategies, and actionable steps that I take every day to wholesale properties. So I had this question asked to me, and I wanted to do a quick video on it about wholesaling properties with renters in place. So, in a nutshell or a quick answer, can you do it? Absolutely. 120% you can do it. There are a few things that you may need to ask or do when it comes to wholesaling properties with those tenants in place. So, let's say, for example, you have a motivated seller, they're looking to sell, they have a month to month, there is no current lease in place. Now, a lot of the times, they will have to do like a 30-day notice for those tenants to get them out of the property. So, ideally, in a good situation, they need to be out before closing, which is ideal for everybody. Um, but if there's a current lease in place and they still have 6 months, 7 months, uh, according to that lease term, then what you're going to want to do is tell them that, hey, we can definitely still close on this. There are a couple things that we're going to need. We will need a copy of that lease, and then the last 4 to 5 months of payment history for that tenant, just making sure that they're paying on time and regular. Now, the last 3 or 4 months is enough payment history for most of my buyers. I haven't needed to get any more than that, but your buyers may ask for it. Me personally, if I'm buying a property that has tenants in there, I get the last year of the payment history or the rent rolls. But that's for my personal preference and security. I just want to make sure that that tenant has been paying every single month for at least the last year. So I try to keep that cost or that risk as minimal as possible. So that's actually a tip that I recommend. So if you're going to actually buy the property, um, then try to get that last year of payment history. But for other buyers and properties that I've wholesaled, 3 to 4 months have been fine. But you definitely need to make sure that you have that copy of that lease in place. Now, if you want to close prior to them being out of the property, what I like to do also is let the tenant know this is kind of happened in the past, like, hey, I'm going to be buying on the property, just want to make sure that you'll be out by time closing happens. I've done that on 1 or 2 occasions. That's not ideal, but you can still just have a conversation with that tenant just to make sure they're finding somewhere to go, because the last thing that you want is to close on that property and them not leave. Um, so definitely you want to make sure that they understand that they have to be out of the property. But so you can do it. That's the simplest way. Make sure you get a copy of the lease, payment history. If you can get them out before closing, that's the best situation for everybody. And I mean, I think that's pretty much it, y'all. It ain't nothing. Don't overthink it. A lot of people overthink the process. Um, but that's pretty much it in a nutshell. So I hope this was helpful and gave you some clarity on wholesaling properties with renters in place. Also, if you're wholesaling it, because they are living there, you will have to coordinate a time with your end buyers to go and view the property or walk the property. Now, remember, respect their space. This is their actually house that they're living in. They might not own the house, but they're living in there and they consider that home. So definitely be mindful of that and try to limit your showings with your end buyers to 1 to maybe 2 showings max. And then get those end buyers in and out of there just so you don't make your tenants uncomfortable. But that was all I wanted to share. Again, I hope this was helpful. Y'all take care. God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.